What is good, team? Do what we do. My name is Randy Mbouge. I'm a motivational speaker and author. And today, what we're going to dive into is 5 simple ways we can look to improve internal dialogue, right? And we're just going to get straight to it. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything that I can help with. So the first one is great, good, bad, and then poor leadership. And so one of the greatest things that I've come to notice, even within the military or within working for certain companies is that I do believe, like me personally, is that there's levels to like adequate and outstanding leadership. So when you look to assess them, you say, okay, there's great leadership, there's good, then there's bad. And you're like, well, I could tolerate bad. And then there's just poor leadership. And the reason why this is so important is because when you get into a position, either you're one of the people that you're working for your manager, but you understand that, hey, your manager's not paying attention to you or the things that you're going through or the things that you may need help with. Imagine how frustrating that can be if you're going hard for this employer day in and day out. And yet at times they don't even care what it is that you're going through. And it's like, we can always say, oh, that doesn't matter. I'm just here to, work and I'm here to just get a check. But the thing is that why are we not being mindful about certain things within the work environment to say that, what, I understand that this person is treating me some type of way or this person is taking advantage of me. So how about this? Instead of say, let me go into a victim mentality, let me look to have a different perspective to say that, hey, what I could do is say, I understand that this leadership is not where it should be. So those are things that I will never do if I'm ever in a leadership position. Because one of the things that's happened to me is that when sometimes you're dealing with a manager or someone who is so, it's like not an inferiority complex, like they don't maybe feel inferior, but what they're doing is that because they've been put in a position of power, they use that position of power and then don't use it correctly to then help the people that they are looking to serve, right? Because a lot of people, I've honestly seen that they're not very servant based. So they say that they care about you, and yet their actions say another thing. So that's one, is that know that there's levels to this: great, good, bad, and poor leadership. Then the second way, right, to change the internal dialogue is we aren't cut from the same cloth, right? Like there's different experiences that you've gone through, that you've seen, that have shaped the person that you are today. And it's not to say that you are defined by those circumstances or those situations, but it is to say that you can take inventory of it from someone who's been fed with a silver spoon in their mouth and someone who's had to actually grind, sacrifice, and put hours of immeasurable effort to just get to a desired goal. And a lot of people either A, have never had to experience that, or they don't understand the pains, trials, and things that you've had to overcome to get to where you're currently at. So understand that something that helped me is we aren't cut from the same cloth. So it could be that even sometimes too, even if someone does have a harder life than you, which is always understandable because it's about perspective, but it's not to say that one, I'm not going to compare myself to someone else. And two, if someone is taking a situation for granted or an opportunity for granted, understand that we're not the same. We're not the same. You got what you got, and I'm happy for you, but we are not built the same, or you have not seen the things that I've seen, or you've not had to do the things that I've had to do. And that's essential, because then I believe you could just continue to put as much energy as possible into doing what you need to do for you. And that ties into the second point, which is it's you versus you. Like the thing about life is like, and I'm young myself, right? But I think one of the things that I've seen throughout my life is that the more that I say, okay, it's me versus me, it's you versus you, right? Is that I'm not focused on what someone else is doing, right? I understand that I'm important. I understand that I have my own, things that I'm good at, my own strengths and my own weaknesses. But it's like, I'd rather continue to focus on those things than to prioritize what someone else has going on when I don't even understand the entirety of someone else's situation, because I know my life better than anyone else should know my life. And the reason this continues to help me is because there will be moments where maybe you go on social media one time and you're like, wow, look at that person, living just different. Look at them traveling all the time. Look at the cars they drive or the people they hang around with. But it's like, maybe that person was actually working hard and this whole time we thought they were chilling. Or, maybe that person is connected to someone else. And because of that, that connection then got them that desired result. If we do not understand the entirety of a situation or know the entire story, how can I look to compare what they have to what I have? And then imagine all that time, effort, and energy that you're taking from your life to then stalk someone else. I don't believe that's beneficial, because then you're spending time worrying about what they have going on instead of what you have going on, what you need to do to elevate your life. And so it's just food for thought, right? And the reason why you say me versus me is because understand that the whole goal that we can look to focus on that's actually measurable is to say that, am I better today than I was yesterday, even if it's just a little bit? Because I'm not gonna lie, these last 2-3 weeks, my sleep schedule's been jacked up, it's been messed up. But as long as I get better, even 1 or 2% a day, I'm good. But there's levels to this, because then you have to assess the type of goals and dreams and desires that you want to accomplish and how you actually plan on getting there. So then you have to take inventory of both of these things. So that's the third one, is it's you versus you. It's me versus me. What do I need to do within my life to control the output, the effort, and understand that I need to focus more on me than anyone else? So that's the third one. The fourth way is, we know what we need to do, just do it. Your intuition is telling you so. Your intuition is showing you what it is that you need to do to make certain things go certain ways within your life, or saying that, you know what, maybe you do feel uncomfortable. Maybe this is actually something that is not going to serve you as much as you think it is. And I think a lot of that then ties into maybe sometimes friends group. Like who is your friend? Who is someone that you're spending too much time with? And you're like, you know what, this person's really not here for me. Or this person really doesn't care about the things that I have planned within my life. Or this person isn't allowing me maybe to say no. Right. And that's something too that we have to look within and say, you know what, no, like I have things I need to do. I cannot always go turn up, or I cannot always hang out, because that is not a priority for me. If I say that, if I'm saying that, look, I'm already not where I want to be, why would I then look to focus on what someone else has going on? It's not serving you. So then you look at, how can you serve yourself best, and how can you look to make the most of the life that you're looking to live? And so it goes back to, we know what we need to do. Your intuition is telling you so, that you are in control and that you are more than enough to make a situation go your way and in your like best position to win, in your favor. That is the biggest thing that we can at least focus on. That's the biggest thing that we have control over, is to say that, look, I know that I need to work harder, or I know I need to work smarter. Why am I not doing so? And then assess that and move forward and leave it at that. So that's the fourth one, is we know what we need to do. We just need to do it. Your intuition is telling you so. That's why you always feel that certain feeling inside that's like, you know what? Maybe, this is spot on. Maybe I should really listen to it. And odds are you probably should. So the fifth one is, something that I mentioned in my first book, are creating positive habits that help you on a daily basis. What are some things that you know that you need to break down within your life to say, you know what, not only is this not serving me, it's actually taking me further away from my goal that I desire? Or is there a lack of control? Or is there a lack of accountability? So you know that you're already slacking. Now you're not even holding yourself accountable. And is that then serving you best to go to where you want to go? If you know that you have a certain destination and you know that there's a certain amount of work that you need to do to make it a reality, what will you then do? How will you then act? Who will you then associate yourself with? The reason why I love networking is because you never know what someone else could teach you. You never know who you can meet that will put you on to someone else, and then boom, now you have created a bigger network, and 2 or 3 minds coming together will then form a fourth or third mind. So it's understanding that when you come into contact with people who you may not have known for a very long time, they can put you on the things you've never known before. They can put you on the things that you've never seen before. And honestly, I've experienced this more than once, and it is a great feeling, because you start having conversations with people that are the same age as you, yet they're on a different frequency. That you can look to understand what it is that they have going on, and yet they keep on getting better. And to me personally, that makes me hungry, because then it's like, man, I love the fact that I'm able to hang out with someone like you, but it's also said, look, you're holding me accountable, because I can't keep saying I desire this, and the work that I'm putting in is not matching my actual desire. And I'm not gonna lie, this last entire almost month after I came back from the overseas deployment, it's been rough a little bit. I strive on getting better just a little bit every single day. But man, sometimes it's hard. And so those are the 5 simple ways that I feel as if we can look to change our internal dialogue, so that then we're not continuing to be distraught or continuing to allow ourselves to be lackadaisical through the life that we're looking to live. And if there's anything that I can do for you, please feel free to let me know. Click the link in the bio. I promise you, this is only the beginning. We're just getting started. Stay tuned. Much love. Peace, love. And yeah, I'm grateful to be here. Thank you. Let's get it. Oh, one more announcement. Check out the website. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out the thumbnail. Do whatever you need to do. And let's just keep on striving and prospering. I don't want to say it's like it's now or never, but you are in control. And so whatever you do going forward is dependent upon you. My name is Randy Mbouge. I'm an author and a professional keynote speaker, and I'm grateful for your time. Thank you.